Poco is unveiling the Poco X3 Pro in India on March 30, but it is already holding a global event on March 22 where it is expected to unveil two smartphones, Poco X3 Pro and Poco F3. In this video, we will focus on Poco X3 Pro that is launching as a 2021 flagship killer and take a look at its expected specs, features and price. Right from the word get-go, Poco has been teasing a flagship experience on the Poco X3 Pro like its 2018 Poco F1. Despite bringing it under a different series, the device is certainly going to focus on performance and balancing the price-performance ratio. Poco X3, which is launched in September 2020, was a budget smartphone with a new Snapdragon 732G processor at that time. Likewise, the company wants to debut the Pro variant with an unannounced Snapdragon 860 chipset. This is said to be an overclocked version of the already existing Snapdragon 855 Plus. Leaked renders showed that the device will have a similar design to the Poco X3. However, the Pro is confirmed to get improved Corning Gorilla Glass 6 protection. Speaking of renders, the Poco X3 Pro is said to come in three colors: Phantom Black, Metal Bronze and Frost Blue options. In display, it will have 6.67-inch Full HD Plus flat LCD display with centered punch hole. It will be a HDR10 certified display with 120Hz refresh rate, 240Hz touch sampling rate, 1500:1 contrast ratio and 450 nits max brightness. The display will be protected by 2.5D curved Corning Gorilla Glass 6. Under the hood, it will have Snapdragon 860, which is said to be an higher bin version of 855 Plus. We saw 855 on devices like OnePlus 7 Pro and Redmi K20 Pro. It was a flagship chipset of 2019. For graphics rendering, we will have Snapdragon 640, which we saw on devices like Mi 90 Pro and OnePlus 7 Pro. The Poco X3 will have a quad camera setup which will include a 48MP primary lens, an 8MP ultra-wide possibly, and two 2MP sensors which could be macro and depth sensors. The phone will have a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. It will also have face unlock, IR blaster, 3.5mm audio jack and USB-C port. It will also include dual speakers with high-res audio certification, and users can use micro SD card up to 1TB. The phone will be powered by a 5160 mAh battery which will support 33W fast charging. We already know that Poco is bringing the device to India and other global markets including Europe. However, the latest leaks reveal that the device will also reach Southeast Asian countries like Vietnam. Talking about price, Poco X3 Pro is said to retail in Europe at €269 for the 6 128GB variant and $319 for 8 256GB variant. In India, the pricing is not known yet, but we expect the company to price it around 21 to 23,000. In Bangladesh, it will be around 30 to 35K for the base variant.